Have you ever heard of Star Warfare? I'm sorry, what? Do I need to repeat myself? I said Star Warfare.
You got Mario confused.
Well then, sir, I might enlighten you. The game's so good that I record 6 seconds of the title screen. But in all seriousness, it's a good game. Star Warfare is a shooter game made in July 19th, 2012. And that means it's 10 years old. It used to have over 2 million players, or 15 million players, and it just recently died off 3 years ago. And you might be thinking, dude, 3 years is a long time. What are you talking about recently? And you'd be right, 3 years is a long time. But for game development, 3 years, kinda short. Before we get started, I'm gonna thank Dragon Agent Luteneth for he didn't even let me, but I stole footage from him because I'm too lazy to record my own footage of the game. So if you'd like to see Star Warfare gameplay, go subscribe. Luteneth was actually my second option for getting footage, but the first option, King Shar 007, the greatest Star Warfare YouTuber, he vanished. Apparently a stupid rapper named King Shooter filed a report on him or something. One reason why you might want to subscribe to Dragon Agent, his voice sounds pretty interesting. Here, just take a listen for a few secs.
To another match in Kill House, and oh, okay, you're not friendly, alright. Thank you. Okay, anyone else wants to fight? Alright, anyone? Up. There's a Viper. Simple as that. Okay, gracias. Come on. Come on. Thank you.
Another reason why I used his footage is because he's way better than me at the game because I suck. And for example, here's my gear compared to his gear. One of the major things about Star Warfare is obviously the online play, like that's playing in the background right now. And here is what the main selection looks like. Pretty standard. You got all the different rooms with maximum amount of players and the ping, so you know what the connection speed will be and how laggy people will be at. The PvP mode comes with a variety of game modes, and you can choose to limit the rank of the players, which is really useful so that there won't be like people who are overpowered and just one-shot everyone with their railguns. So you can keep all the people who are around your rank and have a fair fight. Now to talk about the PvE multiplayer function, which basically most people use this to get mithril, which is like the premium currency in this game, and you fight bosses which have a 30% chance of dropping mithril. Each has their own account, which the one most people do only drops 1 to 2, and there's a daily reset, so you can actually only get like 1 to 2 per day for each boss, which sucks. And I think that's one of the major problems, the slow income of mithril. Well, other than that, there's not really anything bad about the game. And now we're going to get into the single player mode, because that's where all the depression begins. So there's different zones in single player, each with 5 levels in different difficulties. And basically, if you get through all 5, you get an extra like cash bonus for completing the area. And there's infinite mode, which basically all the monsters or aliens specifically from that area will spawn in infinite amounts, and basically you just last until you die in those modes. And what I do is I go to the first level's infinite mode, and I would have to kill like 700 something of them to get 250,000 money in this game. And basically that takes about like 30 minutes to do, just to kill 700 of them, because 700 is a lot. And I suck at this game, obviously, so even though I could make money from multiplayer mode, I can't really, because I would suck. And yeah, this is my main way of making money pretty much. It's slow and depressing, but it works. Now, I could make it further than 700 something kills. However, I only use the sword because in single player mode you actually have ammo, which gets deleted if you have a good gun, and ammo costs money. So yeah. If you're an OG member of this channel, then you might remember my Star Warfare videos. Yeah, that account gone, deleted, because that was on my old phone, and you can only really save on like Game Center or Google Plays. However, I did manage to grind past what I did have before in 2 days, except I don't have as good as a gun. Now, some of you might have searched this game up by now, and you would have found out that they released a second Star Warfare on October 14th, 2014. That means this game was popular enough in 2 years that the developers decided they needed a second game. And basically this is what happened. Oh no, I just dropped this super cool Star Warfare 2. Gosh, I'm so clumsy. And clumsy they were, because Star Warfare 2 Payback is utter trash. They somehow managed to make the non-existent story, basically, of the aliens invading our planet into Payback, where we are invading theirs now. And no, they did not fix the Mithril problem either. They actually added another currency. Also, if you're wondering why the Star Warfare icon has a Christmas hat, that's because that's the current icon right now. Also, just so you know, the King Shutter 007 guy I was talking about earlier, the king of Star Warfare, even he didn't like Star Warfare 2 as much as the first game. It just was that bad. Now, Freyr did have another Star Warfare game called Star Warfare Edge, but
we don't do that here.
Also, before I close the video out, I had enough effort to actually go and record the best part of this game, which is the death sound. So cheers. And that's all I wanted to talk about this game for today. Goodbye.